What's going on, guys? Antonio here. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up for me. Let's get into it. All right, so I made this video a few days ago, and I was talking about Joe Rogan responding to Cat Williams' comments on the Club Shay Shay podcast, and Shannon asked him about Joe Rogan, and then he was like, "Oh, Joe Rogan don't want me on. He got 6 comedians around him, and ain't none of them funny that he keeps trying to push out, that kind of deal, right?" And then Joe Rogan responded, and he was like, "I love Cat, and if he'll, I'll reach out if he wants to come on. I'll make it happen, And it was basically that. Okay, in my video, I mentioned that I love watching Joe Rogan, and he had some pretty funny clips on there with other comedians that Cat talked about, and there was a clip on there of Jamie Foxx. He was talking about how funny he thought Robert Downey Jr. was in Tropic Thunder, and Robert Downey Jr. has been on the Joe Rogan podcast, and he talked about remember, Robert Downey Jr. actually got nominated for best supporting actor. He got an Oscar nomination for his performance in Tropic Thunder, and it was well deserved. It was hilarious, and if he had won that year, I would not have been upset about it. I think Robert Downey Jr. is a brilliant actor. I'm happy that he got his life turned around. He had dealt with some substance abuse issues and whatnot, and various little legal situation. He got all that. He went to rehab, got himself cleaned up, and he been on the righteous path for about 20 years now. So he's doing his thing and obviously getting paid. Got paid from all those Avengers movies and whatnot. So I'm happy for him. But I mentioned Tropic Thunder, and a couple of people in the comments said Tropic Thunder was funny. There's that person. By the way, we've gotten a couple dozen new subscribers over the last few weeks. So if you're one of the new people, I appreciate you guys subscribing. Thank you guys so much. We're a small channel. I'm not doing this. I'm not trying to get rich off YouTube. But I like, just running my mouth and giving my opinion. So I appreciate you guys sticking around and deciding to subscribe. Thank you guys. But this person, JM Penciler, said Tropic Thunder is legendary. So let me get in. This is where I thought we had a pretty interesting conversation. And so I responded, and I said, one of my favorite movies, but I don't think it could get made today. Blackface saying retard, it wouldn't work. And then this cultivated mind 8352, he said, did you miss the point of the movie? It was blackface that was used to point out how racist and selective Hollywood has become. And the full retard part is ironic because they are talking about how sensitive the topic is while being completely insensitive about how they lay. That's actually a great comment. So let me give that a heart. Okay, so I responded, and look how sensitive people are now. Dave Chappelle made jokes about a guy in a wheelchair, which, by the way, if you haven't seen the new Netflix special, The Dreamer, it's fantastic. And I saw there's a few critique pieces. It's funny how all the big, Hollywood Reporter, Deadline, Variety, they all mimic the same talking points about Dave Chappelle, but the fans keep supporting him. And that's the difference. There's you get a big website like Variety, that's a big media outfit right there. Variety got, they get invited to all the Oscar parties and the Emmy parties and all that kind of stuff. So you get Variety and Deadline, and they're writing these think pieces on you, if you can call them that. That's kind of an agenda. That's people that are trying. That's a calculated effort to try to get you out there. But yeah, I said, if it's funny, I'm for it. I don't do selective outrage, right? Okay, so this person, Russian tanks are made of potatoes. He said you could definitely make that kind of movie, and if people actually turn out for it, they'll make more. So I responded here. Now let me get to my response. Tropic Thunder was a hit and got nominated for Oscars. Over a decade later, it stands out. Hollywood copies everything that's successful. Jamie Foxx told Joe Rogan he has a movie called All-Star Weekend. You can find that clip on YouTube. I'm sure that clip is still up there of Jamie Foxx explaining that he made this movie All-Star Weekend. It's completely done. It's in the can, but he said he'll never put it out. You guys will never get to see it because, well, let me finish my statement. So, Jamie Foxx has a movie called All-Star Weekend that has been complete for years that he didn't release because it has a similar humor to Tropic Thunder. He saw how cancel culture started to spread and decided not to release it. Robert Downey Jr. was in this movie playing a Mexican. And I know Eva Longoria was in the movie. She was on Desperate Housewives. She used to be married to what's the guy, Tony Parker, that used to play for the San Antonio Spurs, and they have a daughter, and they got divorced because he's a basketball player, and they have women in every city. That's why Ludacris said he got them in every area code, man. But anyway, but yeah, so apparently Robert Downey Jr. was going to play like this big, he was going to play this big boss. It was going to be like the cartel, and he was going to play this guy or whatever, or he did. They filmed the film. And Jamie Foxx told Joe Rogan he specifically picked, he specifically asked for Robert Downey Jr. to be in the movie because he loved what he did in Tropic Thunder. He loved it. So, of course, he was like, yeah, I got something similar. I want to do that kind of humor. I want to be edgy. I want to push it, and I want to push it to the limit. And so, of course, you get Robert Downey Jr. to come in, and then he's playing this like cartel guy. Right. But, the film was done, 2018, certain things happen. You see what George Floyd and other things start happening in society. And they were like, hey, maybe this wouldn't be the smartest thing to put this. Because Jamie Foxx said, if I put this out, it would hurt people's careers. He said that. So the whole thing about, if it's a hit movie, and the fans support it, they would keep making it. There's a reason you haven't seen more movies like Tropic Thunder. That's just my opinion on it. But like I said, I want to do more videos where I react to you guys reacting to my videos. So if you guys get in the comments and you say something that I think will make a good video, I would love, because like I said, this video has a lot of engagement. A lot of people are in the comments chopping it up and, saying different things. So I would love to keep that going. Like I said, I'm a small channel. If you guys, come up with something interesting, I'll make a video. Thank you guys. Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads. I'm all at Ikari Press. IkariPress.com will take you to my comic Brand Way of the Gun. The link to Brand Way of the Gun is in the description as well. And of course, for you couples out there, we got Valentine's Day coming up, southernmuffin.com. You want to spice things up with you and your significant other, go to southernmuffin.com. I'm out.